Can you
No
run Kentucky
probable cause,
159?
gang.
What am I doing? I'm not doing nothing illegal, you know?
Yeah, I know you're not. No one said you were. So, we just
been in a crime, and you even just said, I'm not doing nothing illegal.
They just tried to search his property.
Okay. I can articulate that you're doing something illegal because I can smell marijuana. Okay.
But he said,
Man, what's going on YouTube? It's your nigga Stills, man. I'm here with another reaction video today, bro. And today we got man Bud Dow's 911 while smoking weed. I ain't gonna lie. That is some fried shit. No cap. Like, for you to bud down 911, you are insane, gang. But let's get into it, nigga.
We can smell marijuana. That still gives us the right to come in and search for that, okay?
not without a warrant.
No, it does. I don't have to have a warrant when I can smell it.
A man in Owensboro, Kentucky accidentally butt dialed 911 by pressing the emergency button on his iPhone's lock screen. And then some of the most constitutionally ignorant cops I've ever shown on this channel arrive at the guy's front door. He tells them it was a butt dial, that he's alone in his house, that there's no emergency.
you said you're home alone. No one's there with you. You called by accident.
But sensing something other than complete and total submission to government authority, the cops claim that they smell marijuana, they stick their foot in the door, and they detain him without...
One thing they can't do is, they can't step in your crib without, you need a warrant. Facts. It don't matter if my crib smell like Doty. It don't matter if my crib smell like crack. It don't matter none of that shit, gang. You have to have a warrant. Cannot step foot in my crib, gang. That's lawsuit. My life.
a warrant.
I don't know why you're being so difficult about this.
Because I know my rights.
No,
Thanks.
okay, and I know my rights and our rights as officers. We can smell marijuana, so we can...
Even worse than that, they tell him that they're about to come inside his house, also without a warrant, just due to the alleged smell of marijuana.
You have to be 21 to purchase that.
Hey,
okay, so we need to verify that then. How about that?
Just completely disregarding long-standing and clearly established constitutional law saying that they cannot do that. So the guy asks for their supervisor, but when the supervisor shows up, he's even worse than they are.
I want to talk to you because you're the supervisor. I don't have anything to say to you.
Fuck you mean? Nigga, then don't be a supervisor, my nigga. Fuck you mean? You have nothing to say to me.
Oh, hell no!
Big lawsuit coming up. Shit, if I'm him, I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my L, but at the end of the day, I know this lawsuit finna... This lawsuit. Shit finna might probably change my life.
Basic constitutional rights that everyone needs to know in these situations. Also, people just need to see what the public is dealing with out there in certain parts of the country. Entire police departments who just basically ignore our constitutional rights and then get away with it. And therefore they continue to do it. So what can be done? Actually, you can help, so let's go through it. This footage was submitted by Xavier, who lives in Owensboro, Kentucky. He was hanging out at his house one evening, partaking and smoking what he says is a completely legal cannabis-based product, one which smells similar or the same to technically illegal cannabis itself. This is
He just trying to stay out the way and just smoke his weed, like anybody else do. You know what I'm saying? We all do it.
Is the neighborhood right here, and this is the house. Note the vehicle in the yard, that will come up later. So this is what happened. As Xavier is listening to music at home at level 11, he accidentally butt dials 911. How did he do this? You know that button on your iPhone's lock screen that says emergency? There's actually a whole bunch of YouTube videos answering the question, what happens when you press that button? Well, Xavier effed around and he found out. Even though it was a mistake, the iPhone's location was pinged. Dispatch sent police officers to his home. So 2 officers with what appears to be the Owensboro, Kentucky Police Department arrive to the scene and they walk up to the home's front porch. Xavier meets them at the door. He partially opens the door, but he doesn't step outside. He also does not invite the officers in for a good reason, which you will see later.
Hello? Anybody? I ain't gotta give you my name.
I'm not gonna run your name, man. I'm just gonna say I talked to you and everything was safe.
You don't need my name to do that, though. I don't have to give my name.
You said you're home alone. No one's there with you. You called by accident.
Yeah. When I said I called, I hung up.
Okay, I know, but like, the cell phone dot hit here is what came.
Okay. I just told you I didn't mean to call.
I hope I never run into any cops like this, man.
I didn't mean to call.
Please.
I just accidentally hit the emergency. That's all right, like that.
Oh, thank you.
It's tired now, but I just hit the emergency call by accident, I guess, like on the lock screen.
After he explains to them that he mistakenly hit that emergency button on his lock screen and that everything was fine, that there was no emergency, the officer says, well, even though there's no emergency here, you're now required to give me your name because I can smell the smell of marijuana from inside your residence. Xavier explains that it's not marijuana, that it's a perfectly legal product, and he even offers to show it to the officer to explain why he thinks he smells marijuana. But the officer responded that he wasn't interested in actually investigating the source of this suspicious smell that he said he wants to investigate, but rather he just wants Xavier's name.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here's what we're gonna do right now. You're gonna give us your name because I can.
Oh wait, soon as he would have told me, man, let me get y'all names, you know what I'm saying, or let me get your name, I was going, hey, that shit. Oh wait, no bad. I was gonna tell him fries, gang. Literally, he was gonna see 2 deuces up in the air, over with, gang. No, fries, gang. Put the fries in the bag, gang. It's over, gang.
Smell the marijuana coming out of the house right now?
It's perfectly legal. It's THCA.
No, marijuana is not legal. Okay.
It's not marijuana. It's.
Well, it smells like marijuana.
It's
okay.
I'll show you.
No, we don't need to talk about that right now. But
I don't have to give my name though.
so you're gonna give your name now? We can just get a search warrant for your house. We legally can come in your house right now.
I feel a little dumb.
Listen,
I can. This literally just THCA. Do you buy it at the store?
First, he said, we can get a search warrant for your house. But then he corrected himself and he said, we can actually come into your house right now just because we say we smell marijuana.
Goofy.
The officer claims that he gets to come in and search now for that product that Xavier already offered to voluntarily show him.
Bro.
Xavier then correctly says, no, you can't, not without a warrant.
Thanks.
The officer then responds saying he does not have to have a warrant because he can smell it.
listen, we can smell marijuana.
Okay.
Okay. So whether it's THC 8 or not, that still gives us the right to come in and search for that, okay?
Not without a warrant.
No, it does. I don't have to
Bro,
have a
on
warrant. when I
crutches,
can
what if he
smell
on
it.
medical, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does matter.
It's my private property.
Yes, it does matter. It's not private property like
I'll
that.
show you what it is.
I don't care.
Okay.
All you had to do is give us your name, and we were going to be. Yes, you do now. Now that I can smell the marijuana, yes, you do.
Okay.
Xavier again offers to show the officer what he's smelling, and the officer again responds that he doesn't.
Like, what make that cop just think he could just tell motherfuckers what to do like that, gang? Like, bro, he must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed or something, gang. Or his bitch. It must be something going on with his girl at home or something, you know? Cause it's like, damn. Like, what? Why you want to make another nigga day bad, bro? Fucking weirdo. Like, that shit weird, bro. Weird as fuck.
Actually care. Then the officer takes a different tack and he says that even though the smell could be explained by this legal product, that in order to buy that product, Xavier has to be 21 to buy it. And so now he needs to come into his house in order to verify his age that he's legal to use that product.
Oh,
So
man.
I'm perfectly like, I was telling you, I can show you what it is. It's legal. It's part of the farm bill. It's legal, federally.
Like I said, to me, it smells like marijuana.
And I have conditions to qualify me for a
Okay,
marijuana.
you have to be 21 to purchase that.
22.
Okay, so we need to verify that then. How about that?
The officer
I
insists
said it, y'all.
that Xavier misunderstands his rights and he doesn't appreciate the rights of the officers. He claims that it's just like a car, that if he smells marijuana in your car, he can then go search your car. He says the same goes for your house. If I smell marijuana in your house, I get to come in and search your house.
I don't know why you're being so difficult about this.
Because I know my rights.
No, okay, and
No
I know
bad.
my rights, and our rights as officers. We can smell marijuana,
Also,
so we
you're
can
allowed to
legally.
lie to me.
What's that?
I also know you're allowed to lie to me, so you could just.
Yeah, I'm allowed to lie to you,
Yeah.
but do you not understand the law that
My uncle's a
when
lawyer.
I could? Okay, do you want to call him and ask?
I was going. You want some of this shit? Cause I'm saying it's tweaking, gang. Like, bro, stop talking to me, bro. There's nothing to talk about no more. You can't come to my crib, gang. Like, man, what's wrong with this nigga Eugene, gang? This cop named Eugene, my nigga. He act like a fucking Eugene. Hey, shout out to my Eugenes out there though. No bad, like, what's wrong with Eugene, folks? He's just saying anything.
Him? Because I promise you, just like if you're driving a car and I smell marijuana in the car, I can get you out and I can search your car.
Eugene,
Yeah, because
Same goes for your
nigga crazy.
Same goes for your house. If I can smell marijuana at your house,
But Xavier tells him that he doesn't want to give him his name because of the principle of it. He has the right not to do so. He brings up the fact that his uncle is a local lawyer. The officer acknowledges that he knows his uncle, and then he encourages Xavier to call his uncle in order to verify that what he's telling him is true, that he doesn't need a warrant to come into Xavier's house to search because he smells marijuana.
I just had cops here.
Why I gotta get to that point,
Yeah,
though?
we usually don't care. But when you're being obnoxious about it, you won't tell us your name. Okay? There's a reason people call 911. It doesn't just not just an accident usually. Okay?
You know how like in your lock screen you can hit like emergency call?
Yeah.
And it like calls automatically?
Then why not just give your name and be done with it?
Because I don't have to. It's like the thing like, if I told you, hey, I need you to give me $1 million, you don't have to.
Okay.
No, nothing
Now
legally.
you're just doing hypothetically.
At the same time, though, right? If you do give him the name, right, then it's like, okay, all this will be over with. I don't know though. Now I really feel what the cop talking about, cause like, what are you trying to hide? You feel me? It's something he trying to hide. Do we have to give him the name? Hell no. But this nigga is on some suspicious ass shit. I mean, let's find out, man.
What's that?
Frank Mercado?
Yeah, I know who Brancato is. Okay, great.
Okay, so I'm not stupid.
Okay. And I promise you, if you ask him about what we can legally do on search and seizures, if I can smell it, I can articulate it. If I can see it, we can.
But him not giving a name of doesn't have to do anything with y'all coming into the crib. Leave him alone. He ain't do shit.
Go that route as well, okay?
I'm telling you, it's legal. And you know it.
No, I do not. I don't use THCA.
But you know what it is. Come on now.
I've never smelt it.
But you know what it is.
I think with
it's hemp. It smells the same as
It
weed.
does not. I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
what he's coming from is we can smell weed. It smells like weed, so we can't. We
I
don't.
get that. I'm not like you.
That's what he's trying to get at.
It's just like you drinking a non-alcoholic beer. It smells exactly like beer, right?
I mean, I've been drinking too. I'm just chilling, dude.
But I don't understand why you're not just stay right there. Don't check your door or anything.
For the medical marijuana.
Bro, they need to get back. Bro, what? Come on, man. Don't do that, man. They doing anything, bro. Now y'all searching his crib.
Can you
No
write Kentucky
probable cause,
159?
gang.
Which I'm not doing nothing illegal. You know?
Yeah, I know you're not. No one said you were. So
I know. We just committed a crime, and you even just said, I'm not doing anything illegal.
They just
so I
tried to
don't have
search his
give you anything.
property.
Okay. I can articulate that you're doing something illegal because I can smell marijuana. Okay.
But he said he
Very
knows
good,
I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Oh hell no!
Oh yeah, fries gang. This cop is wild, bro. This cop is wild, bro. He's frying me right now, bro, for sure. He's frying my brain, gang. Bro. I smell weed, so you're doing something illegal. I'm telling you, you're doing something illegal. I know it's something illegal going on because you're smoking weed. I'm trying to put it in different perspectives, like on the way he said it, because it's like, but every time I'm saying it, it still don't make sense to me. So if a nigga smoke weed, he's a criminal. If a nigga smoke weed, he's a criminal. If a nigga smoke weed, he's a criminal. Nigga say anything.
I can show you what it is to show you it's not illegal.
Charles, coming back to 98.4. Marty calling from William
He better than me.
Davis.
I was gonna get to ask you hella questions in that bitch.
Tiffany, what's the date of birth on that?
Bro, they was gonna damn near have to let me go the way I chat.
Reside here at 2001.
No bad.
So I don't know if you even live here right now. So
No, let me stop.
okay, I don't
I'm
know
getting
that
my
because
lawyer
I
game.
can't prove that you live here. Everything's in your stepmom or your stepdad.
It's his house.
I'm getting my lawyer, bro. I ain't saying shit to the
Dude,
lawyer.
you're pressing me for my name when I tell you. You know I don't have to give my name.
Yes, you do. Whenever there is a legal matter, you have to give your name. Yes, if you were just randomly and we just come up and talk to you, no, you don't have to give your name. But when we have a legal,
No, I'm not doing nothing illegal.
no, we don't know that. We're trying to. He's trying to agree with you.
You don't know, but he knows. I'm not doing nothing.
That's impossible it's impossible to articulate the smell of marijuana, whether it's THC 8 or not.
Hey, but I know. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm just trying.
You did say you were going to show me your ID.
I will, but I mean, it's like you're just being a dick for no.
I'm not being a dick. You're
Yes,
the one
you are,
being
gang.
acting like this because you just won't give us an idea.
I want you to tell me, and I'll give my ID once you tell me. I do not have to give my ID. You know I don't.
No, yes, you do.
Come on, dude.
There is no come on, dude. Whenever I can smell the marijuana, I can.
When your supervisor tells me that I have to give my ID, I will.
I already know you have to get us your ID.
Okay, we'll call your supervisor.
352.
Hey, this cop right here, he was just like, bro, like, come on, man, just give me the ID so we could leave, gang. He know this shit wrong. I can merge it. He know this shit wrong,
So-
bro.
So with y'all, whatever.
He
No,
knows
listen,
this shit wrong.
Can you come out here?
But he can't do that to his partner because that's gonna make his partner look like he's a bad
I
cop.
ain't gonna do nothing, dude.
Well, they both bad cops.
But is that true? Would the uncle verify what the officer is saying? Let's hope not, because this is the most basic right that we have under the Fourth Amendment that this officer is apparently completely oblivious
breaking
to.
the fuck
As
out
the
that shit.
Supreme Court held in the 1980 case of Payton versus New York, absent valid consent or exigent circumstances, i.e. an emergency actively occurring, law enforcement may not cross the threshold of a
Yes.
residence without
Without
a
a
warrant.
warrant.
There is
Yeah.
no I smell weed exception to this.
Yeah.
So even if a police officer does have
My nigga, you can smell the powder of bullets in that bitch. You can smell the powder of a gun in that bitch. Can't walk in. You can smell weed in that bitch. You can't walk in. You can smell a dead body. Without that warrant, you can't walk in, gang. It don't matter. Niggas just do anything, bro. This cop is doing anything. He just trying to, I don't know
probable
what he's trying
cause
to do.
to make
this
an
nigga.
arrest for someone of some crime. Payton versus New York says,
Like, my
sorry,
nigga, what the
you
fuck?
have to come back with a
you
warrant.
arrested this
It
nigga. What the
doesn't
fuck
matter
that's gonna
what
do?
you smell, what you
Hey,
know.
are you a
could
superhero,
have
my
the
nigga?
most airtight case
Why you
of
trying to
all
put your
time
cape on?
for possession of marijuana or smoking marijuana in a home that has ever existed. Xavier could have admitted
This nigga acting
that
like he got
had
a
smoked an
thousand,
epic amount
$1
of
million
completely
bounty on his head or
illegal
something.
weed,
Chill.
and this cop still could
Chill,
not
just let him
legally
go.
arrest him without a warrant.
Yeah.
Why? Because he is in his home. Does it matter that the home belongs to his stepdad or anyone else for that matter? No, as the Supreme Court held in the 1990 case of Minnesota versus Olson, even overnight guests have a reasonable expectation of privacy in a home that they are visiting and therefore have full Fourth Amendment protections to that home while they are visiting. That's why even hotel guests have Fourth Amendment protections to the hotel rooms that they are just renting overnight. So this officer absolutely cannot cross the threshold of Xavier's home, either to arrest him or to search. Now,
Yeah.
this may be just a poor training issue. The officer is probably confusing cars and houses, which is frankly scary. While it's true that the officer does have the ability to search a vehicle on a public roadway if he claims to smell marijuana in certain states or develops other probable cause, that is actually an exception to the general warrant requirement known as the automobile exception. But there is no such exception for the home, and in fact, even when a vehicle is parked within the curtilage of a home, even the automobile exception does not apply. As the Supreme Court held in the 2018 case of Collins versus Virginia, police cannot enter the curtilage of a home, which is the area close to the home that's treated as part of the home, such as an enclosed yard, garage, driveway, or porch, to search a vehicle parked within the curtilage of that home without a warrant, even where they have probable cause, which could be smell of marijuana. Here, the officer is adamant that if he has reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred, i.e. smoking illegal marijuana, that he is now authorized to detain Xavier and search him and his surroundings. Not only is this officer mistaken in his belief that he gets to enter the house and
It's
search,
finna
but
be a
he's also
fat-ass
mistaken that
lawsuit.
he even has the right to stand on the home's front porch and attempt to gather evidence, which he was doing by looking around, by smelling, by asking questions.
I knew
He
that shit was
doesn't.
illegal. All
Kentucky
that shit
is
was
in the
illegal,
Sixth
bro.
Federal Circuit, so other than Supreme Court case law, you'd look there next for applicable case law on federal constitutional rights. In the Sixth Circuit case Morgan versus Fairfield County in 2018, the court held that police violate the Fourth Amendment when they physically intrude into a home's curtilage to search for evidence without a warrant, even where they have a reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred. In fact, the whole concept of the curtilage of a home being protected came from a Florida case, Florida versus Jardines, where cops brought this drug dog onto a guy's front porch to sniff for drugs. The Supreme Court said that's a search, and you can't just go sniff for drugs on a home's front porch without a warrant, because that's basically like part of the home. But what if you're a cop and you smell something illegal? What if you smell marijuana? Surely the Supreme Court is wrong.
Fuck, man.
Even way back in
You looking at, nigga?
1961, the Supreme
No, I'm
Court
just playing.
said,
Chill.
we don't care. Go get a
Just playing,
warrant.
bro.
In the 1961 case of Chapman versus United States, cops suspected this guy was operating a moonshine still in his house that he was renting. They could smell the mash, so they went and they got a search warrant, right? Because they could smell it. No, they didn't. They actually contacted the landlord to get permission from the landlord to enter, which they did. The Supreme Court said, no, it doesn't matter what you smelled. You needed to get a warrant to enter. And the landlord cannot give you permission to bypass the warrant requirement, and the landlord cannot give you permission to bypass getting a warrant. In other words, this ignorant cop couldn't be more wrong about what he thinks he's talking about.
He bogus
has
as
no right
hell.
to even be standing on this man's porch,
Nigga, a
questioning
Karen
him,
gang.
threatening him, and so
This
on.
cop
He
a
has
Karen,
to
bro.
leave and either come back with a warrant or don't come back with a warrant. So the officer standing on Xavier's front porch illegally forces Xavier to provide him with his ID, which he does. Then this officer promptly begins to use that ID against him, thus answering his own question about why a citizen would not want to provide their ID to a police officer. Because that police officer is then going to run their criminal history, look for anything that they possibly can find to arrest them, to jam them up, and otherwise go on a fishing expedition. Here, the officer uses Xavier's ID to try to jam him up on other charges, including something as petty as not updating the address on his ID.
And then it's just kind of fucked up. Like you're trying to think you're smart running the tag to get my name, and you're not.
Okay. And you're trying to be smart saying that because we can smell weed that we can't get to identify it.
For you. I just,
Hey, you're right. You didn't.
My ring camera got pulled up, so
You didn't.
I knew I accidentally called 911. So I was like, yeah, they're probably here for that. Let me just tell them it was an accident. And then you're pressing me for my name.
And okay.
Because you smell weed.
Yes, we smell weed.
You're
This nigga Xavier's a fucking criminal gang. Fuck.
So I'm assuming you're a legal citizen, but you could be a felon. So you could have a
in
warrant.
order for you to possess it legally, I told you the reasons for it to be free to have it legal. I think you gotta have the receipt, purchase.
Yeah,
You gotta be.
the bag before I bought it.
You gotta have a doctor's note.
That's if I'm like traveling with it though. I gotta.
No, but like in order to actually like
I'll have it in there.
have it
Bro,
medically.
they need to leave this nigga alone, bro.
Yeah,
That's
medical marijuana.
I was saying medical marijuana. I
God
was saying
damn,
you
y'all
gotta have
tell him the
medical
same
marijuana.
shit
Sorry,
over and
So it's just
over
like if I
again.
saw you with a cigarette, guess what? You got to be 21 to have a cigarette. So if I come up and ask you for your ID,
Purchase cigarettes.
you got to be 21 to possess them.
So they changed. They changed the law.
Okay, my bad.
Okay. So you don't know everything. I know you. Whenever you don't know everything. So it's the same thing. If I come up to a person and they have a cigarette, I can ask if I think they're underage. I can ask them for their ID, and they have to provide it. Okay.
Is your supervisor home?
Yeah, he's coming. It'll be a couple minutes. So where are the homeowners at?
I mean, I kind of do own homes.
Well, I mean, you said it's your stepmom and stepdad's.
No, it's my stepdad's name, but it's
Who said you said that?
or not my stepdad. I'm sorry, my dad. It's my dad's name. These are his name. It's my house. I live here.
Okay.
And then
How can you prove you live here?
I don't really have to.
My nigga, chill. God damn. Like, is he serious, gang? Like, bro, stop asking me. I was going, hey, bro, stop asking me questions, gang.
Dude,
What's that?
you think
Give
I
me a
don't
lawyer,
live
bro.
here?
Give me a lawyer.
I'm
Stop
just
asking me
curious.
questions,
My
bro.
dad let him confirm for you?
Like, damn.
I'm just asking a
Give
question.
folks a break. Give
you
Xavier a
said you
break.
live here,
nigga.
but nothing's in your
God
name.
damn.
No.
So that's why I'm wondering. I'm like, well,
My address ain't on my ID ain't here either. Because I got multiple places I use.
And this all happened because you booty called 12,
That's
gang.
crazy.
In reference to that 28.
I'm gonna come outside because I don't want you just sitting in my
William Davis,
You're
that's January 12th, 2019.
yeah, because you can't shut the door right now.
You can't. I'm coming outside. I told you
We're gonna hang tight right here.
you get your foot out my door. Because legally, technically, you're inside my house right now.
Yeah.
You ain't close to me.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
illegal.
right.
Okay.
Because I can do this so you cannot shut the door on me. Okay,
But I can come out your door.
we're just gonna stay right here.
Wow.
Because I can see all this area right here, and if you shut the door, I can't see if somebody comes walking out of a room or anything. I don't know
That
that.
crib little as
Doesn't
hell.
matter. I'm telling you guys.
Okay,
If I don't want you in my house, you can't be in my house, dude.
this is not violating your rights of coming into your house.
Say your floor's overlaying my floor, so technically you're in my house.
Okay, technically,
Yeah.
right now,
Nah,
I'm
facts.
that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
You know it is. You try to run my truck, which you ain't legally supposed to run my truck.
No, I can legally run your truck because you can't park it in your yard even.
Yes, I can.
Against
It's against the city.
the ordinance.
Yes. I mean, I don't know why you think if you're a lawyer.
actual driveway at all, Even? Do you even see actual
There's
driveway?
a gravel driveway. There's a gravel driveway.
So what's the difference between being on gravel and grass?
Talk to the dude. We don't make the city ordinance. Okay.
You know what I mean? Take it for that.
I could, and I could write you a ticket for not updating your license.
I don't need a good one. I still use that address. 3127 Davis Street. That's my dad's.
You tell me you live here.
I do. I live here and go there. Go with my mom.
Okay.
By law, so
I get mail at all 3 addresses.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. If
No,
I get
yes
mail
it
there, I can
does.
check my address.
Yes it does, gang. Same way with me, gang. I'm literally the same way. My address say where I stay now. Yes, my address is still different, gang. I used to stay with my granny. I got my granny address, but my crib now, I don't have that address on my license. Like literally, bro. Like what the fuck? This cop is chatting, nigga. This shit's making me mad, gang. Let me chill, bro.
Listen to my license.
Okay, dude.
If I couldn't, you would give me a ticket for us.
I'm not gonna give you a ticket for it because it's petty. I could, yes. You done told me
Nigga,
you live
petty,
here.
nigga.
I do. I live with my dad's and my mom's. I live where I
Okay, man. Sounds like you sat around the table and heard a little bit of the law, what Frank's told you.
No,
But
my lawyer's Chris Rhodes.
but you said your uncle was Frank, so I'm sure you've heard of him talk.
I mean.
So then it makes you think that you know all this stuff, which you don't.
Pretty simple. I know my rights.
Okay, obviously.
I do. I'm trying to violate them.
I'm not trying to
violate my ID, and I don't.
You
Or you my name. I don't.
okay? You call and talk.
You articulate. I'm from in there trying to get my name.
The smell of marijuana
Shit.
is articulatable.
They in Kentucky, I know not to ever go to Kentucky, literally.
Oh hell
You will never see me touch Kentucky, gang. If they acting like that out there, like Kentucky, oh it.
And you know that's legal, so ends that one right there.
No, it's not.
People knows.
what did you know what I just told you about?
You go get it right now, smoking in front of you, you can't do nothing at all. I'm trying to be petty. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Do you ever think it's weed or something?
No, I absolutely do not. Usually, I don't even care about it. If you would have given us your name, I would have smelled the weed. I wouldn't have cared.
Hey, they didn't give it down. It was sitting around.
So what's happening in this video might as well be occurring in some third world country or authoritarian regime somewhere, because federal constitutional protections that were won by our forefathers 250 years ago were actually meaningless here in Owensboro, Kentucky in January of 2024, because the Owensboro Police Department is either just that dumb or intentionally tyrannical. And nobody did, in fact, stop
Damn,
them.
that's a
There
fat
was
ass word. I
no
never heard that shit
accountability
before.
for this at all. The reason for this will be clear when you meet the officer's supervisor arriving shortly.
Let Officer Hurt explain to him what's going on. Then he'll
Hey, Sarge. All right. So, got some legal questions here. We get the 911 hit call here. Knock on the door. He opens it, starts talking to us.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, honestly.
We ask him to identify himself. We can smell odor of marijuana coming from the house. He just says, "No, I'm not giving you my name. I'm not doing anything."
Okay.
So we told him, "You have to give us your name."
Yeah.
He just kept refusing, and we eventually found it because there was another call here the other night.
Oh.
So we're good. He
Not the story. They didn't say he called. Well, 911 was called. They didn't say he called it. They didn't say that. Yeah, it was on. They didn't say that he said it was on accident. And then he never said because he was smoking weed. No, the thing was since the crib smelled like weed. My bad, I'm a little tired. Let me get my words. If the crib smell like weed, then I could just walk in. If you're not gonna give, it was that, and then it was if you can't give me your name, then I could walk in. Like this nigga just, man, this cop right here is something else, man. Literally, man, take his badge.
he's good. He's clear.
You don't have any warrants?
No, but
You want to be uncooperative?
I'm being uncooperative. I just know my rights. I don't have to get my name. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
No bad.
Well,
Take this nigga badge.
Technically, we could get a search warrant for your house and come in and seize whatever evidence we
You think
find.
they're gonna give you a search warrant just for the smell of weed?
I just literally got one on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Not a week ago.
Maybe a gram and a half of.
Yeah, no.
THCA.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm saying, like, I told him it was legal. I told him it's THCA, it's hemp, it's part of the farm bill, it's federally
I know.
legal.
I'm just.
But he's still.
Well, it's not.
It is. This is a whole.
Marijuana is still illegal in Kentucky, but
It's
that's
not
irrelevant.
marijuana.
Did you need anything from the police department?
Yeah, I kind of want to know why y'all think I have to give you my name. And then he's running my truck to get my name. Like,
Well, we got a
just run
911
my
call.
plates for nothing.
We can.
No,
Actually,
you can't.
we can run your plate because we got a 911 call here.
I told him to actually.
I know, but we still have to come. We're obligated to come. And
They
call
called
the
him to give you my
911.
name.
No, that's
Huh?
not true. You
Yeah.
just can't. You just no. You a supervisor acting like that, my nigga. You need to get your badge took too, my nigga. Really? Hell no, gang. Oh hell no! Take this nigga badge, nigga. Let me know right now, gang. I will never step foot in Kentucky.
Name.
Well, yeah, you have to identify yourself to go if a crime's occurring here. How are we going to know who's involved?
Do you see a crime being committed?
Well, we smell one being committed.
You smell it being committed?
Yeah, possession of marijuana. I have reason to believe there's marijuana in there. That is a crime.
Yeah.
Well, it smells like marijuana, so I have probable cause to believe that it is.
Well, y'all need better training
Let's see.
on what's hemp and what's marijuana, and
We're
that's
done.
not the
Gentlemen, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, then you talk. You should good luck, man.
Yeah, get the fuck off my porch, gang.
If you misuse the 911 system, I will arrest you. I'm sorry?
I want to talk to you because you're the supervisor.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Okay.
What do you need from us?
But you're a public.
Nah, that's where you messed up, nigga. Just shut up, gang. I get it, folk. You know what I'm saying? You blew. You know what I'm saying? You feel some type of way because they got on your ass about something so little. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, it's over with now. They're walking away. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Go get on the game and talk about it, my nigga. Go vent. Or go talk to your uncle about it after the fact, you know what I'm saying? This shit happened. Because it's like, bro, you giving him a reason to start talking again. And then it start escalating because they think you talking shit. Then you in jail. It's that simple, game. You don't want that game.
I'm serving right.
What do you need from us?
I need to talk to you about what.
I'm
No,
standing here
bro.
talking. What do you need from us?
Can I talk to you without them?
No.
Leave them alone.
What do you need from us?
I just told you.
Leave them alone.
But if you need a smart ass, that's fine.
Huh?
If you want to be a smart ass, that's fine.
Nobody's being a smartass. What do you need from the police department?
For no reason. I just said I want to talk.
Have a good day, sir.
So at the end of the day,
Thank
the
you.
cops left. I'm unaware of any criminal charges ever being filed against Xavier. But just the fact that it happened is just amazing to me. Sure, Xavier should not have butt-dialed the cops, especially when his house was wafting the smell of marijuana, but
Thanks.
he actually handled the situation pretty well. He generally understood his rights, and he ended up documenting these constitutional violations while at the same time avoiding actually having to go to jail himself in order to do so. He was
Appreciate it.
polite throughout, and he was a good witness for himself. The cop, on the other hand, though I don't know what his name is or I would tell you, should be ashamed of himself, in my opinion. Not only was he rude and disrespectful during the encounter, but he was completely 100% wrong on what he said the law was. And then there's the supervisor, who should be more than ashamed. He should resign. He knew that his
Thanks.
officer was wrong, otherwise he wouldn't have left. You could just tell that he wanted so badly to retaliate against Xavier, but he knew that they had no right to do so. You have to wonder if after the body cams turned off, if he educated his officer on the constitutional principles that he completely missed somehow up through this point in his career. If these are your public servants and you want to fire all of your politicians, I'll put the relevant contact information below. If these
Yeah,
are
that's
not
bad,
your
bro.
public servants specifically, but you want to
Alright, bro, chat now. But man, be safe out there, man. 12 be tweaking, man.